Hey guys, and it's time to do the speed test comparison of the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra against the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Now, as always, I have the international Galaxy Note 20 Ultra that comes with the Exynos 990 processor, and we're gonna see the real-life performance, how it actually performs in real life, because there's been a lot of things going on. As for the detailed processor test, I will do that in the future, but this is based on, opening applications that you normally use on your phone and basically checking out how it handles everything. Now, before I start off, I do want to mention that I will be announcing the winners of the Galaxy Buds giveaway tonight at 9 p.m. So about 8-9 hours from now, if you guys haven't entered, you can still enter, it's still open. All the rules are mentioned in the description. Now, with that being said, let's kick off the speed test by booting up both phones at the same time. As always, here we go. Wow, man, it's been a while since I've done a speed test, so definitely feels nice to be back in the element. And let's see, I think the Note 20 Ultra will win this initial boot up test because Samsung is always quick in booting up, and as you can see, the iPhone is still taking some time. We can wait. All right. Wow, that's really quick from the Note 20 Ultra. Impressive. The iPhone is now done. Okay, so that is a good difference of the boot up. The Note 20 Ultra is the first Samsung phone to come with the One UI 2.5 with a lot of optimization. And by the way, I have installed the first software update that Samsung pushed for the Note 20 Ultra to fix the initial bugs or whatever. So now for some reason this time around, Samsung has launched the LTE model, the Note 20 Ultra, only with 8 gigs of RAM. So I'm definitely interested to see how that's gonna affect, because normally we get 12 gigs of RAM on all Samsung phones. The LTE Note 10 Plus, the LTE S20 Ultra, all those phones had 12 gigs of RAM. But yeah, 8 gigs of RAM, it's still plenty. If it's having the right optimization, it can perform to its absolute level for sure. We're gonna find that out in this test. As always, everything is closed up in the background. Let's kick off with some basic applications first, starting with Phone Dialer. As you can see, really quick on both phones. There's going to be a difference of animations, of course. Both phones will be really quick with the basic applications. Just to show you for fun, just for a quick warm-up, we've got settings. Once again, almost the same kind of animations and opening of the basic applications. All right, now on to some third-party applications, starting with Instagram. And you can see that the Note 20 Ultra was just slightly quicker with the latest feed. As always, really quick performance on both of these devices. Now, something that most people know, I guess if you don't know, the Note 20 Ultra comes with a 120Hz display, so it is really smooth when you're scrolling the UI, especially when you're using Instagram. This is 60Hz, something that I can't really show off on camera, but this is something that if you see in person, it really does make a whole lot difference. Let's go ahead and check out my profile. That was also loaded up really quick on both phones. As you can see, no difference whatsoever. Just gonna quickly try and launch the Insta camera at the same time. Okay, let's try one more time. Feels like it's actually quicker on the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Yeah, for sure, it is a bit quicker on the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Next up, we have Spotify. Slightly quicker on the Note 20 Ultra. YouTube. Once again, a bit quicker on the Note 20 Ultra with its feed. Obviously, same account, but different feeds. But yeah, definitely a bit quicker on the Note 20 Ultra. Let's take the things to the next level, starting with some games. So I'm going to be launching PUBG Mobile. It's a really popular game. I'm sure a lot of you guys watching this video know about this. Now, let's see which one opens this up quicker. All right, so the iPhone already on the logo, already on the loading page, and it is done. Yeah, it is done. Okay, so it's now loading my profile. Yeah, it is done. So quicker on the iPhone 11 Pro Max, going into the UI. So I'm quickly going to start the match as well, just so we can have a bit of performance result, how frame rate and everything is, because I do want to show you guys a little bit of that. All right, so the game is loaded up on the iPhone, and I've set the graphics all the way to the max on both phones. The iPhone supports HDR, up to extreme frame rate, and you can see it is really solid smooth. It's probably running 60 FPS sharp. Now let's try out the same on the Note 20 Ultra. Once again, it is smooth, but let me just first show you guys the graphics. So it is on HDR Ultra. Right off the bat, I can tell that this is definitely not 60 frames per second smooth. So it is somewhere in the 40s. Again, you may not be able to see that difference, but I can definitely tell by moving around the camera. So you'll probably get better or like more smooth frame rate if you switch the settings to maybe a bit, medium or high for better frame rate. But yeah, the iPhone handles that a bit more like a champ. We're gonna move out of this application and let's go ahead and launch the legendary Subway Surfers on both phones. As you can see, the iPhone is done. That was super duper quick, I have to say. Note 20 Ultra right behind it. Let's quickly leave that in. Next on the list we have is Asphalt 9 game. This is again one of the full-on, high-on, I would say, high graphical free games we have on both platforms. One of the most famous and beloved. And let's see. Okay, so both are on the loading page. And I think the iPhone, no, okay, so the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra with a comeback there. Just gonna quickly start the game and we're just gonna leave it there. Moving on to Twitter. And again, that was quicker on the Note 20 Ultra, the opening of the application. Again, a bit of difference in the feed. But yeah, Note 20 Ultra was definitely snappier there. Moving on to another application that is going to be Reddit. And that is once again quicker on the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. As always, the 120Hz display is just amazing to use when you scroll around. The iPhone, obviously, it is really smooth, but again, 60Hz, 120Hz, just a technological advancement on the Samsung side. Now, next up on the list is the Photoshop Express application on both phones. And that was again quicker on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Now I've loaded up a 100 megapixel image on both phones. We're just gonna do a little bit of editing. I'm setting the clarity all the way to the max on both phones, applying some vignetting, also setting the sharpness all the way to the max. And let's just quickly render this image. 100% resolution on both phones, as you can see, maximum 100%. And doing this at the same time. Here we go. Let's see which one is going to be quicker. And look at that speed of the A13 chip. That was super duper quick. That is the powering of the rendering. This is where this processor will pull ahead. And Note 20 Ultra took its sweet time. Now, last but not the least, we're going to be launching the cameras on both phones at the same time. Here we go. And definitely quicker on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Now, time for a browsing war, starting with the wikipedia.org website at the same time on both phones. And that was really quick. I think the iPhone might be a little bit quicker there. WWE.com. And that is faster on the Note 20 Ultra. So a good comeback there. The iPhone is actually still loading the website, and now it is finished. You can see once again, really smooth on both phones, but 120Hz is my favorite one. Let's go back. Time to do the RAM management. This is the interesting part. 4 GB of RAM against 8 gigs of RAM on the LTE Note 20 Ultra. Phone dialer sort of giving me this white kind of screen. Going to the settings. That is actually still there on both phones. Moving on to Instagram. And that is refreshed on the iPhone, but the Note 20 Ultra is keeping that in the memory. Let's go ahead. Launch Spotify, that's still there. And the iPhone, once again, that was a really quick refresh. Let's try out YouTube, still there on both phones. iPhone trying to come back. Again, 4 GB of RAM, come on Apple. PUBG, refreshed. And wow, so it is still there on the Note. Definitely 8 GB of RAM is working out the magic. Still, we have a lot more applications to check out. Subway Surfers, that is refreshed on the Note, and it is on the iPhone. Interesting. Asphalt 9, and that is refreshed on both devices. This is a complete refresh on the Note 20 Ultra, but the iPhone is kind of doing the in-app refresh. I think, yeah, it is a complete refresh as well. So yeah, both phones refresh Asphalt 9. Again, the difference between this speed test and compared to the other ones is because I'm actually, taking these phones in applications, actually launching and going and playing the game. So that's probably taking more RAM. So Note 20 Ultra refresh, the iPhone is keeping that in the memory. Back and forth, I would say definitely the iPhone is doing really good considering having just 4 GB of RAM. The Note 20 Ultra took some shots as well, especially with keeping the PUBG in the memory. But yeah, overall, very decent RAM performance on both phones. We're back to the browser that is still there as well. So yeah guys, all in all, I have to say, despite having the difference of the numbers, in terms of real life performance, the Note 20 Ultra is actually really good despite having Exynos 990. The 8 GB of RAM is decent, but 12 GB of RAM should have completely finished off the iPhone without any issue. The iPhone 11 Pro Max, obviously, considering its 4 GB of RAM, it still kept some of the basic applications in the memory. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below regarding this test, and if you guys want me to do a comparison with other phones, do let me know in the comments as well. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.